welcome to the Maple Center. I am Lindsay and this is chair yoga. So go ahead and grab a seat. You might take your shoes off, maybe you want socks on, whatever's comfortable for you. And maybe you just like the extra supportive shoes, that's always okay too. So go ahead and just make sure that your chair itself is stable and then the ground that you're on is nice and level, so we can be safe throughout our practice. Ground your feet into the earth. Begin to feel your feet pressing down into the earth. Feel your sit bones touching the chair. Relax your shoulders back and down. And just begin to maybe close your eyes or simply soften your gaze downward towards the earth. And notice your breath here. Bringing your awareness, focusing on your breath. Noticing the breath as it comes in and out of the body. Perhaps noticing if you're breathing through your nose or your mouth. Just however it happens naturally. We'll start here. Noticing where you feel the breath. Maybe it's your nose or your mouth, your throat, your chest or your belly. Just wherever you notice sensations the most as you breathe naturally. Focusing on the sensation of your breath, simply as it is. And then maybe noticing if the breath is restricted or if perhaps it's free flowing. Notice if your breaths are deep or shallow. Maybe you're breathing into the chest, maybe down into the rib cage, or maybe all the way down into the belly. Just notice your breath. And perhaps notice that as you begin to focus on your breath, if it begins to change on its own. And now that you've noticed the breath, continue to focus there and begin to bring the breath in through your nose. And pull the breath deep down into the belly, beginning to deepen the breath. And then just sigh the breath out your mouth. Inhaling through the nose, deep down. Pull the breath deep in. Feel the belly expand. Maybe the chest expands too. You can get wider as you breathe in. And then just sigh it out. Allow it to be loud. Even sounding as you do this can be so relaxing and releasing for the body. Inhaling through your nose, feel your body expand, filling up like a balloon, and then releasing, letting go. As we breathe in through the nose and sigh out through the mouth. We're utilizing a cleansing breath. So allow this breath to cleanse you of stress and anxiety, worries, maybe anything else that's not serving you today. Breathing in and letting go. And then if it's comfortable, when it's comfortable for you, we'll continue to bring that breath in through the nose and fill up down into the belly. But on the exhale, we're going to close the lips and press the breath up and out through the nose. So in through the nose, fill up. And then hug the belly in as you press the breath back up and out through the nose. And the breath can stay audible here. And one of the main ways we do that is to create restriction in the back of the throat. Just a slight restriction. We're not stopping the breath, but we will slow the breath and make this like humming or buzzing sound and slight sensation as the breath exits the body. In through the nose and out through the nose. And the breath begins to sound like the waves of the ocean. Rhythmically flowing, inaudible. We use this deep belly breath as it takes the body into the parasympathetic nervous system, which begins to release anxiety. And what it really does is it reminds the body, it tells the brain, it reassures you that you're safe and everything's okay. So anytime we find ourselves maybe feeling stressed or tense in our postures or poses, we come back to the breath. Even if that means we come all the way out of the pose, we come back and we breathe deep into the belly and allow the body to soften in the pose or just seated in your chair. Remembering that in our yoga practice especially, the breath comes first. So if you find yourself in any pose and the breath begins to become restricted, or you find yourself holding the breath or gritting your teeth, maybe you come out of the pose, maybe just a little bit, maybe completely, and just return to your breath. Remember that this is your practice, and as you begin to listen to your body will tell you what you need. So if you at any point experience pain, especially those sharp pains, we come out of a pose and breathe. So your body's going to tell you if something's not right for you. So please, please, please listen to your body. Beyond that, we can use our breath as this regulator to notice those times when maybe it's time to back out, or maybe notice the breath is free and deep and flowing, and maybe you can go a little deeper and just continue to breathe. So just reminding yourself in whatever position we flow into that we're just breathing. So this is a wonderful practice to learn how to stay calm, stay safe, and to breathe in situations that may be difficult. So as our poses get difficult, this is really just practice for moments off of our mat or out of our chair as we go and flow in our daily lives. So coming back to your breath, if you've lost it at all, noticing the breath flowing in through the nose into the belly. And then the belly falls back towards the spine as you press the breath back up and out through the nose. And we'll use this breath, this Ujjayi breath, as it's called, this uplifting breath. Maybe begin to bring your hands to your thighs, face down, pressing into the legs. Feel the feet root down, engaging the legs, and then begin to lift the pelvic floor. So squeeze the bathroom muscles, and then hug the belly button in towards the spine and up, like you're gonna pull the belly button behind the rib cage. Notice as you find this engagement, it's lifting through the body. Maybe the shoulders have begun to lift and tense. Let's hug the shoulders up by the ears, squeeze, 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 and then relax the shoulders back and down away from the ears. As you do that, feel the crown of the head reaching for the sky, but take a tiny tuck of the chin, bringing the back of the head in line with the sacrum. Press the hands into the thighs, and then as you inhale, we're going to flow in and out of this neutral spine, pulling the heart forward through the shoulders, coming into our cow pose on an inhale. Throat even opens, gaze lifts. And then on an exhale, tuck your chin to your chest and begin to round and tuck the spine and the tailbone. Find your cat pose. Palms come back to press into the thighs. Pull the heart through as you inhale, open the throat. Cow pose. And then exhale, tucking the chin and the tailbone, rounding the spine. Cat pose. Inhale for your cow. And exhale for your cat. Allowing your breath to guide your movement. So flow with your breath. You don't need to be in time with me. Inhaling into your cow pose and exhale into your cat pose. Feeling the shoulder blades squeeze towards one another as the chest opens in your cow. And then in your cat pose, notice as you round and tuck the spine, the shoulder blades separate, stretching across the back between the shoulder blades. And just flowing here, a few more breaths. This is such a beautiful pose for warming up the body, for preparing the spine for movement. It's a great way to start your day, not just your yoga practice. Flowing for one more deep breath. And then making your way back to center. Finding the spine stacked up. Press the feet into the earth. Relax the shoulders down. And then begin to soften your face. See if you can feel the forehead smooth out as the eyebrows begin to drop down. And that begins to trigger the eyelids, the eyeballs, all the muscles around the eyes to soften. Your cheeks, nose, and ears can soften. You begin to feel the jaw relax and separate the teeth. Bring the tip of the tongue just to the back of the front teeth, just gently touching there. Resting. The jaw relaxes, the teeth are separated, the neck and shoulders are relaxed. We can still feel the feet rooted, those bathroom muscles engaged and the core engaged here. Relax your hands down to your sides, fingers reaching for the earth, even spread a little bit wide. This opens the heart a little deeper. And then inhale, circle the arms out and up to the sky, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Press your thumbs into your heart. Close your eyes and bring gratitude into your body, into your practice, into your day. taking a moment to remember what you are grateful for. Maybe it's this beautiful body of yours, capable of movement, breath, life. Maybe it's the breath you're grateful for, this clean air to breathe. Beautiful day, whatever it may be, whatever you are grateful for today, what comes up for you, bring it in. Be with that. Feel gratitude filling up your body. Notice what it feels like. Take another deep inhale and exhale. Maybe you open your eyes. You can interlace the fingers and lift your elbows. Relax the shoulders down. Press the palms away on an exhale. Inhale, reach the palms towards the sky. And exhale, rotate the hands back together at heart center. Warming up the arms. Inhale, we interlace the fingers, lift the elbows, relax the shoulders. Exhale, press the palms away. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, hands come back together at heart center. Inhale, interlace, elbows lift, shoulders relax. Exhale, press. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. A couple more times here. Inhale, interlace, elbows lift, shoulders relax. Exhale, press. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lift the elbows, interlace the fingers. Exhale, press the palms away. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to heart. Last time. Inhale, interlace and lift. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, press the palms away. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Feel the pinkies come towards one another as you relax the shoulders down the back. This maybe opens the heart a little bit. And notice if you've dropped out through the belly. So again, lift the pelvic floor and the belly in and up. Align the spine. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to twist. Left arm's going to come forward. Right arm's going to reach back behind you. Gaze towards the right if that's okay for your neck. Breath in. Breath out. Hug the low belly and twist a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the feet rooted down. We're keeping the hips square, finding this twist through the thoracic spine. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach up, come to center. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach the arms back up. Pinkies come towards one another. Shoulders relax down. And again, notice where the belly goes, the back. Make sure we're supporting the spine by hugging the belly in and up. Those bathroom muscles are engaged. The feet are rooted down. Inhale, reach. Feel the crown of the head and tailbone reach away from one another as you create space in the spine. And exhale to twist. Left hand back, right arm forward. Pressing through the feet, keeping the hips square. Inhale, lengthen, reach up through the crown of the head as you root down through the sit bones and the feet. Exhale, twist. Hug that low belly in. See if you can twist a little deeper. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. One more deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reaching back up as you come to center. Exhale, hands come to heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, interlace the fingers, bring the hands behind the head. Press the head into the hands, the head into the head into the hands, and the hands into the head. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Press through the feet, lift through the belly. Find the bathroom muscles engaged, the belly button hugging in and up, supporting the spine here. Inhale, reach through the crown of the head. Exhale, bring the elbow down towards the earth to the right as you stretch through the left side body. So the left elbow is reaching for the sky as that left glute, your left hip is rooting into the earth, into your chair. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, come up. Exhale, other way. Stretching through the right side body, crunching on the left side, reaching the right elbow up towards the sky as you inhale. Exhale, feel the right hip, that sit bone grounded into your chair, that right foot grounds down. Inhale and exhale. Coming back up to center, inhale. Exhale to the right. Stretching through the left, inhale. Exhale. Inhale up, come to center. Exhale, left elbow down, right arm reaches. Pulling the shoulders back and down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, come to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, come to center. Exhale to the left. Remember, you can keep this slow or go faster. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Moving with your breath. If you take an extra breath, that's okay. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale up. Exhale, right. Inhale up. Exhale, left. Inhale up. Exhale, right. Inhale up. Exhale, left. One more time each way. Inhale, come to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, come to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, relax the shoulders down. We'll bring the elbows towards one another. And then go ahead and round and tuck the spine as you fold forward. Keeping the chin tucked towards the chest, the head in the hands. Go ahead and inhale to roll up. And exhale as you continue to stack the spine up. Keep the chin tucked towards the chest. Elbows squeezed together. On an inhale, open the elbows, release the arms out wide and lift the gaze. Slowly exhale, release the hands down at your sides. Oh my goodness. Shoulders are definitely awake now. So go ahead and bring the arms up. We'll bring the fingertips to the shoulders. We're going to really open up the chest here. So the elbows are almost coming back, like our wings are open up behind us. Squeezing the shoulders together and down. And again, notice the pelvic floor. So squeezing those bathroom muscles in the belly in and up. We're keeping the spine supported even as the heart is open here. Take another inhale. You might gaze up. And then as you exhale, bring the elbows together and down. Keeping the hands on the shoulders or the fingers on the shoulders. Inhale, open the elbows wide. Exhale, bring the elbows together and down. Inhale, open up. Exhale, together and down. Inhale, open. Exhale, together. Inhale, open up. Exhale, release the hands down. And we're going to make fists with the hands and begin to rotate the wrists. One direction or the other, it doesn't matter. And we're going to rotate the wrists as we reach the arms up towards the sky. Then we'll bring the arms together and lower them down in front of us. Continuing to rotate the wrists. Open the hands up wide, spread the fingers, and then make fists. fingers, shake it out. Reach the hands out by the sides, make fists again. And we're going to rotate the wrists the other way. So whatever direction you did them before, other direction. Maybe you're not sure what that is, and that's okay too. Play with it, see what feels like the right way, and we'll rotate as we reach the arms up. And then continue as you bring the arms together, out in front of you, lowering them all the way down. Bring them back out to the sides, release the hands out wide, make fists, spread them wide, make fists, spread them wide, make fists, spread them wide, and shake, 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 shake. Shake it out. So good. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and bring the hands to the thighs, sit up tall, lengthen the spine, and we're going to hinge from the hips. So leading with your heart. Keep the shoulders pulled back as you hinge forward over the legs. Making sure your ankles are under your knees. And the crown of the head is going to reach away from the tailbone. So we want this really long, flat back, long spine, using the core to support you here. Take another inhale. Exhale, really root down through the feet. Maybe you even lift your toes and feel your big toe mound and your little toe mound. Feel the outside edge of your heel root down, and then bring the inner edge of your heel down. And feel how that really engages the legs. Squeeze those bathroom muscles, lift the belly button, relax the shoulders away from the ears. Crown of the head reaches away from the tailbone. I know I keep saying that. And press down into the feet enough where it really feels like you might even come all the way up out of the seat. So really root down. Maybe you bring your hands to heart. Maybe you reach the arms up. Maybe the hands stay on the legs. Wherever you are, breathing. Core is so strong here. We're hinging forward. We're supporting this whole upper body here with our core muscles. So notice if you're straining in the back, really engaging as you squeeze those bathroom muscles and press through the feet. Lift through the pelvic floor, lift the belly button in towards the spine and up behind the rib cage. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Feel the pinkies come towards one another. Helping to relax the shoulder blades down, really engaging the entire shoulder girdle instead of just relying on the joints. Take a breath in. Exhale, hands to heart. Release the hands down to your thighs, press down, and slowly bring yourself all the way back up. Relax the shoulders down. We're going to take this left leg out and rotate the ankle. So drawing circles with the left toes. And we'll pause at some point when you're ready and we'll go the other direction. Draw circles the other way. And we'll pause, we'll pull the toes back towards the shin and then point the toes away. Flex and point. And flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. We'll bring that foot all the way down. We've still got this right ankle underneath the right knee. I'm going to bring the hands to the seat of the chair, lengthen the spine here. And exhale, begin to bow. Noticing the stretch in this left leg. So I still got the toes pointed. We're going to start here, but we're going to change that. So only hinging from your hips as much as you can without rounding the spine. So as soon as you begin to feel the shoulders round, we go ahead and back up, lengthen that spine up. Even if that means we're, sitting upright, that's okay. So just finding this pose in your body, keeping the core engaged as you support the spine. So really pressing through that right foot. And then we're going to hug those toes back on the left leg. So really flexing the toes. That's gonna maybe bring the heel forward, so you might have to lift the leg a little bit. And then root down through the heel, like press the heel of the left foot down into the earth, pull the toes back, and as you pull the toes back, see if you can hug the whole leg back. So we're really sucking this hip bone into the hip socket. And begin to feel that stretch through this left hamstring. Holding on to the seat of the chair is going to help us keep the shoulders back and down and that flat back. Core engaged. Don't just rely on the arms here. Really use the core. Take another deep breath. Inhale. Lengthen the crown of the head away from the tailbone as the sit bones root into the chair. And exhale. Maybe you hinge another breath deeper. One more inhale and exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hug your chin back to your chest, round the spine, and then roll yourself back up, stacking the spine back up. Point the toes away. And we're going to inhale to reach up. And exhale, we're going to twist to the right again. Right arm back, left arm forward. Maybe the left hand comes to the outside of the right knee. The right hand can come to the back of the chair. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Pull the right shoulder back in space. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. One more breath in and out. Go ahead and release this right arm straight up. Exhale, reach it back straight behind you. Inhale, bring it up and around as you come all the way back to center. We're going to bend this left knee, stack the ankle under the knee, and find center. Hands on the thighs. Inhale, lengthen the spine, pressing down, rooting through the feet, through the sit bones. Lift back through muscles. Belly, in and up. Shoulders relax, down. Exhale, hinge forward. Really engaging the core here. And again, maybe you stay here, maybe the hands come to heart, maybe you reach the arms forward. Maybe you come into a full chair pose. So maybe you really root down through the feet and lift the sit bones up and out of the chair. And again, the hands can be at heart, hands can be on the legs, wherever you need to be. If you come to stand up, make sure your knees are not in front of your toes. We want the knees to be behind, so when you look down, you can see your toes. Really engage through that pelvic floor and the belly. Lengthen the spine wherever you are. Take a breath in and a breath out. One more. Inhale and exhale. If you're standing, find your seat. Come back down. If you're still seated for your chair pose, that's okay too. We'll bring the hands to the thighs. Everybody's going to come here. We're going to round the shoulders, tuck the chin, and then slowly and gently roll up. Shoulders relax back and down. Gaze lifts. We're going to take the left foot forward. We're going to draw circles with the toes. Drawing circles in one direction. Rolling out that ankle. Just noticing the sensations with this movement. And breathe. And then as you're ready, we'll roll the ankle out the other way. So drawing those circles in reverse. And breathing. You imagine the breath going into the ankle toes and point the toes. Flex the toes and point the toes. Flex and point. Flex and point. One more time. Flex the toes. And exhale, point the toes as you release the foot down. Making sure this left ankle is underneath the left knee. We're going to inhale to lengthen the spine. Bring the hands to the seat of your chair. Pull the shoulders back and down. Crown of the head reaches away from the tailbone. Inhale, lengthen. Find the core engaged. So lifting and exhale to bow as you're ready. Keeping the toes pointed to start and just notice what you feel. Take another inhale. Feel the crown of the head lengthen away from the tailbone. Tailbone reaches away from the crown of the head. Exhale, maybe you hinge another breath further. Take one more inhale and exhale. And then as you're ready, we're going to inhale to lift this heel enough to exhale and pull the toes back towards the shin. Root that right heel down into the earth and then hug the toes and this whole leg back as you pull this hip bone into the hip socket. And notice how that begins to square the hips. And again, we'll lengthen the spine, relax the shoulders down. Maybe we hinge forward. Remember, we only hinge as far as we can keep that flat back. So as soon as the shoulders begin to round, we just come back out until we find that flat back again. Toes are really pulling back towards the shin, rooting down, hinging forward, feeling the hamstring, the back of this right leg stretching out. Breath in, breath out. Take another deep breath. Inhale and exhale. One more deep inhale. Find length through the spine. Exhale, maybe you hinge one breath deeper. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tuck your chin to your chest, around your spine, and roll up, stacking the vertebrae up. We're going to bring the foot back down to the earth. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, we're going to twist. Left hand back, right arm forward. The right hand can release to the outside of the left thigh. Left arm's reaching back, or maybe it comes to the base of the chair. So we find length through the spine, really pressing through the feet, squeezing the hips towards one another. Lengthen. And exhale, twist. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, maybe that left arm reaches back up to the sky, sparking all the way through the fingers. Find that full body engagement. Exhale, maybe you reach it straight back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, reach up and come all the way back to center. We'll bend this right knee. You can shake out that right ankle if you need to. Bring the feet back to the earth. And then we're going to bring the feet wide. So beginning to find some opening through the hips. Some of that external rotation. Again, we want to make sure we keep the ankles stacked under the knees. This helps to keep our joints safe. From here, really finding length. And know that you can come to your edge. So maybe you're just a little bit wide and you just begin to feel that. Some of us are a lot tighter in the hips than the others. So just listen to your body, because every body is different. Rooting down through the feet. And notice as you begin to externally rotate through the hips, your hip bones open and then begin to squeeze back together behind you. So that's going to, again, help you find that engagement, squeezing that pelvic floor, lifting the pelvic floor as you squeeze those bathroom muscles and hug the belly in and up. So we can still find that grounding sensation that helps us to find that lifting sensation. So feeling that dual action in the body and using that dual action to help us find strength and stability, finding balance. And just notice what you feel here as you begin to just feel the hips open, rooting down. Inhale, really reaching the crown of the head for the sky as you root down through the feet and the sit bones. Feeling the core super engaged, helping to support the spine, and then maybe you hinge forward. Finding this wide-legged forward fold. We can keep that flat back. Keep the hands on the thighs. Take another breath in. Maybe the forearms even come down to the thighs. And you can relax the head down. If this is too much, if you have some blood pressure regulation problems, always be careful when dropping the head below the heart. Taking your time to come up. You may notice anytime I have us rise up, we tuck the chin to the chest and allow the head to be the last to rise. So staying here in your fold. Take another deep breath and really root down through the feet. Find that stability. Walk the hands back to the thighs. Tuck the chin to the chest as you inhale. And exhale, really engaging the core to roll up one vertebrae at a time, starting at the sacrum. Stack it up. Relax the shoulders back and down, and then we can inhale to slowly lift the gaze up, allowing the blood pressure to slowly regulate itself back out. So always taking your time anytime we rise back up from any type of forward fold. So rooting through the feet, we'll inhale, circle the arms out wide, reach the arms up, and exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, hinge to the left. We're going to bring this left elbow inside of this left thigh, so really pressing the elbow into the thigh. If that's too far, you can extend the arm and use the forearm to press into the inner thigh. So maybe we don't hinge as far, and that's okay too. So just listening to your body, finding your pose, and wherever you are, as we press into this left thigh, we're going to really pull this right shoulder back in space. So if your hands are pressed together, maybe you begin to separate them and just allow the hand to come out, the left hand to come out like you have a serving platter in it. So keeping that arm engaged, pulling that left shoulder back as you press the arm into the thigh, reaching that right shoulder back in space. Maybe the right arm reaches for the sky. Maybe that's too much. Maybe the right hand comes to the hip. Maybe the right hand comes behind the head. So find your pose. Take another deep breath in. And exhale, really rooting through the feet, especially that right foot this time, and extending the right arm overhead. Feel that right sit bone root down into your chair. Maybe you can really feel that right side body, your oblique here, stretching out. Breath in, breath out. Extend one breath deeper. And then inhale, reach that right arm straight back up. Relax the shoulders down. And then exhale, engaging through this right oblique to rise all the way up. Come back to center. Whew, so much happening here. So really just notice what's happening in the body. Notice the sensations, the changes. And remember that as we notice these things, like sure those are thoughts as we begin to think about what we're feeling, but let's just stay with the breath. So always remembering to come back to your breath, not getting carried away into other things. Always come back to your breath, in through the nose, down into the belly, and out through the nose. Belly falls to the spine. Inhaling to fill up. Exhaling to let go. Again, inhaling and exhaling. Stay with the breath. Root through the feet. Feel the hips open, the spine long and strong. So we've still got that pelvic floor and belly lifted in and up. Feel that supporting the spine. Got that rooted, grounding energy happening, which helps to fuel this lifting energy up through the core. Inhale, circle the arms out and up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Rooting down, we lengthen through the crown of the head, creating space between the vertebrae, lengthening that spine. And we begin to hinge to the right, bringing this right elbow inside the right thigh. Remembering maybe we don't hinge so far, maybe we open the arm up and the forearm presses into the inner thigh, and that's okay too. You could always bring the hand onto the thigh as well. But as we begin to press into the inner thigh, that really helps us find this external rotation in the hip, really opening that a little bit deeper. And as we do that, we want to pull this left shoulder back in space. So really stacking this left shoulder, the rib cage, the waist, the hip even, over the right. As we pull that back, maybe the left arm reaches up, the right arm, as the elbow presses into the thigh, maybe the hand comes out like you're holding a platter. Sparking even through the fingertips, so feel that full body engagement. As you open up, maybe the gaze comes up, maybe the gaze stays forward, or maybe the gaze is down. Just listen to your body. This is going to feel different in your neck, where your gaze goes. So just find a place that works for you that you can breathe through. Remember, this left hand could come to the left hip. The left hand could come to the back of the head. If you're with me, reaching those left fingertips to the sky, maybe you extend the left arm overhead, reaching through this left side body. So as you inhale, really reaching through the left fingertips, and exhale, send your left hip down, rooting the left hip down into the seat. Inhale, reach. Exhale, extend one breath deeper. Take one more breath here. On your inhale, the left arm comes straight back up to the sky. And we exhale, engaging through this left oblique. We rise all the way up. Reach your arms out, open up. And then exhale, round the spine as you cross the right elbow over the left. Grab opposite elbows and tuck the chin towards the chest. Feel the shoulder blades separate. The back of the neck stretching out. Inhale, open up, root through the feet, engage through the core, and hinge forward. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower down. Know that you can stay seated upright. You don't have to take these little wide-legged crunches. Inhale up. Exhale, come down. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, last time, come all the way down. Keep the core engaged. Use the core, press through the feet. And inhale, come back up, open the arms, reach. And then exhale, crossing again, this time left elbow over the right. So grabbing opposite shoulders. And then bring the feet back to hip width distance. Feet are together, we're rooting through the feet again. Find the feet rooted down. Engage through the pelvic floor, the belly, lift up, lengthen. Exhale, hinging forward, find a little crunch. Inhale, come up. Exhale, crunch. Use the core here. Inhale up. Exhale, crunch. One more time. Inhale, come up. Exhale, crunch down. Inhale, rise all the way up. Open the arms up. And exhale, release the hands down. Roll the shoulders up by the ears, back and down. Inhale them forward and up. Exhale them back and down. And just rotate through that a couple more times, a little smoother. And then letting that go. We'll go the other way. So we'll inhale back and up. Exhale forward and down. Inhale back and up. Exhale forward and down a couple more times. And relaxing that, letting that go. Shake it out. We'll bring both hands to the right thigh. We're going to hug this right knee in towards the chest. Point the toes down and then flex the toes. We're going to keep the toes flexed now. And from here, maybe you extend the left heel out long and bring this right ankle across the left. So keeping both toes flexed if you're here. This right ankle could come up the shin. Making sure wherever you are, you keep this left knee slightly bent. So even if it's just a micro bend, it's maybe not a bend you can see in the knee, but it's enough to allow circulation and energy to flow. So we don't lock out the knee, we don't hyperextend, we keep it soft, so, or fluid. And maybe you have enough flexibility, you're open enough in the hips to bend this left knee. Bring the left ankle underneath the left knee. Flex the right toes. Pull the toes back towards the shin. As we flex the toes, we're engaging this ankle and knee joint, which help to keep those joints safe in this position. So this right ankle is on top of the left thigh or on top of the left shin if the leg is extended. So find your place for this figure 4 pose as we stretch into this externally rotated right hip. And then maybe you bring your right hand into your right thigh and begin to press the hip open a little deeper. Notice if you come into this pose and maybe you find it a little bit difficult, maybe there's a lot going on. We hold frustration and resentment in our hips here. So sometimes those emotions come up when we stretch into those parts of the body. And we find ourselves with this psychosomatic, and really it's just these emotions come out as we move into the different places of the body, because we hold our emotions into these places. So as we stretch into them, we can release them. But to release, we must give permission. So just know that your body will not let go of it if you are not ready to. So giving yourself permission to breathe into the space and notice what you feel. Just notice the sensations. Breathe in. Remind yourself that you're safe as you breathe deep into the belly. And you can stay seated upright, or maybe you hinge forward. Again, keeping that flat back, shoulders back. Spine in line, not rounding forward. We lengthen and hinge forward. Just breathing here. Take a couple more breaths, breathing in. Maybe even sigh it out, coming back to that cleansing breath. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, let go. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Bringing yourself back upright if you came forward. And we'll begin to just bring that right knee back up to the sky. We'll pull that knee in. Maybe you rock it side to side. Massaging that hip socket that you just opened. You might even draw a little circle with the knee one way and the other way. You can maybe have a hold of your thigh instead of your shin. then extend the leg. And then slowly and gently release. Bring that right ankle underneath the right knee, or maybe you extend that right leg out. If you're going to extend, make sure you keep the toes flexed and the right knee soft and fluid, like we talked about before. We'll grab this left knee, and again, maybe we'll point the toes, and then we're going to flex those left toes. And we're going to keep the toes flexed for this entire stretch. Maybe you bring that left ankle across the right shin, wherever it feels comfortable for you as we begin to open into this left hip. Remember, even as you put pressure on this right leg, we want to keep that knee just with a gentle micro bend if it's extended. Otherwise, maybe you bend the right knee, stack the ankle under the knee, and again, keeping the left toes flexed, we'll bring the right ankle to the top of the right shin. Wherever you are, you could begin to put some pressure on this left thigh. We don't want to put pressure directly on the knee joint, but we can put pressure on the thigh, and that's going to help us to open this hip socket a little bit deeper. Remember, you are in control of the pressure you put on that, so maybe it's really gentle, maybe it's a little deeper. So breathing, noticing what you feel wherever you are, lengthening. And if you have this right foot planted down, maybe you hinge forward, find a little deeper opening in the hip. Breathing here, in and out. And again, just like on the other side, noticing what comes up. Maybe it's different, and that's okay. Usually one side is more open than the other, so one is likely to be more intense than the other, perhaps noticing which side. Maybe they feel the same. That's okay too. Nothing wrong with that. Maybe you notice emotions come up, remembering that frustration and resentment like to hide out in our hips. So often we feel these emotions and don't feel comfortable expressing them due to social norms and standards. So as we come to our practice and begin to move the body, we can notice these emotions as they come up. And perhaps we give permission to let go. Using your breath, pulling it deep into the belly as you remind the mind, the heart, the body, you're safe. Everything's okay. And allowing yourself to release. Remembering this is just a reminder that right now, in this moment, I am safe, I am okay, right here, right now, in my chair, in my body. Breathing in, deep into the belly, and then maybe you sigh it out, let go, use that cleansing breath to release a little more. Breath in and let go. We'll do one more like that. Inhale fully deep into the belly. Feel the breath expand in your body. Pause, hold it in, and then release. If you hinged forward, go ahead and make your way back upright. And then wherever you are, we'll bring this left knee back up. Unhooking it from the right leg. If the leg's extended, go ahead and bring the right foot back down. And holding on to the thigh or the shin, we begin to just rock the knee side to side, opening the hip up a little more, just massaging that socket we just stretched out. So noticing what's there, releasing, You might draw circles, or maybe just a little rainbow with the knee. And you might rotate the ankle, just letting go. Extend the leg out, that knee's been bent, so we're gonna open it up. And then shake it and release. From here, bringing your hips forward in your chair and your hands behind you in your seat. Your feet might be about the width of your chair. Just allow the knees to kind of fall to the right and fall to the left and fall to the right and fall to the left. A couple more times each way. Noticing maybe stretch and release in the low back and the hips as you windshield wiper the knees back and forth. And then as you're ready, coming back to center, you can come to sit up, keeping the feet a little wider than hip width distance, and just allow the knees to fall in towards one another. The toes might come slightly in, the heels may be slightly out. And perhaps notice as we find this internal rotation at the hips, it can help to reset the low back, the pelvis, create a little space in a different area of the SI joint. Take another breath in and breath out. Slowly heel toe the feet back to a comfortable position, knees over ankles, and then slowly and gently relaxing down into your seat. You could extend the legs out, the hands could rest on the lap or just fall to the sides. The head might fall back, or maybe you keep the chin towards the chest, maybe you have a headrest and the head can rest upon it. And begin to close your eyes or soften your gaze. Take a deep breath into the body, fill up, hold it in. Maybe even take a little more breath in. Hold it. Squeeze, make fists. Squeeze your toes, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your core, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Sigh it out, release it all. Just allow yourself to simply be right here. Relaxing through the crown of the head and the face as you feel the forehead. Smooth, the brows relax, and eyes, nose, cheeks. The jaw relaxes as the teeth separate and the tongue relaxes away from the roof of the mouth. Your neck, shoulders, all the way down your arms to your fingertips, relax and heavy. Noticing your breath as it comes into the chest and the belly, and then relaxing the belly, the chest, the back, relaxing your breath and your heart, allowing the breath to simply be natural, the heart to calm and release. The work is over. Allowing yourself to simply be here, feeling your hips, pelvis, glutes relaxing in your seats, heavy. Feel that relaxation, heaviness through your thighs, knees, shins, calves, ankles, feet, and toes. Letting go. Giving yourself permission to stay in the Shavasana for as long as you have time for today. When it's time to come out, begin to notice your breath. Begin to deepen your breath through the nose down to the belly. And as you deepen the breath, notice the energy once again expanding through the body. And maybe you begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, wrists and ankles. You can walk the feet together, point the toes away as you reach the arms overhead. Maybe the back even arches. Just taking that full body wake up stretch. And then exhale, tucking your chin to your chest, bringing your hands to your seat as you help yourself back up. Finding your feet on the earth, your sit bones and your seat. Spine stacking up, the pelvic floor and belly engaged, lifted. Shoulders relaxed down, crown of the head reaches for the sky, and taking that tiny tuck of the chin as you bring the back of the head in line with your sacrum. Hands reaching to the sides, fingertips towards the earth. Heart just open slightly. Inhale, circle the arms out and up as you gather the beautiful energy moves here today. Press your palms together, and as you exhale, pull your thumbs to your third eye, bringing wisdom to your thoughts. Bring your thumbs to your lips as you bring truth to your words. And then lower your hands to your heart as you bring love into your heart. Thank you so much for joining me, sharing your light, love, and energy. The light in me humbly bows to the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for chair yoga here at the Maple Center in the Fleshner Memorial Classroom. We are so grateful to the Larry P. Fleshner Memorial Foundation for funding this class, allowing us to bring it to you free of charge. So that's such a wonderful gift. I will be here again next week, and then starting in September, Devaki is officially back. I was a little confused last week about how we were doing her return. So starting in September, she will be back, and I will see you next week. So thank you so much. Namaste.